Welcome to the Rantoul Roundup, where we round up the news so you don't have to. In this episode, Mayor Sam Hall is on to talk to us about some upcoming events and some projects that the village has going on in the future. And Travis and Jeff from the Fringe are here to talk to us about all the fun things going on out there and to tell us a little bit about their story. Make sure you stay to the end where we have a couple more updates for you. Well, Mr. Mayor, it's good to have you on.
Hey, I'm glad to finally be here.
We've been trying to make this work for a while.
Yes. I'm so excited. This has been on my mind for at least 2 weeks.
Yes, if not longer than
so
that.
I hope you have enough tape in your.
We've
you're
got
not using tape.
For you. We got plenty of data for you.
There you go.
So, how is it feeling getting into your new role and adjusting and settling in? And
I'm loving it.
Good.
It's not what I thought. It's
Right.
not totally what I thought.
Right.
A lot of it is what I thought. But I'm amazed at how much I enjoy the work of a mayor.
Yeah.
The mayor of Rantoul in particular. Yeah. There's some exciting things that I get to see and hear and even think about.
Yeah.
Right. Because decisions aren't just about me. It's
Right.
about everybody.
Yeah.
And not just for today. Really what I look for is 15, 20 years
down the road and how we're going to prosper and grow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are some of those? Let's get into it.
Oh boy, you ready to get right into
it? I'm
so
ready to get into it. We've got viewers that are like chomping at the bit. What's Sam going to say? What's Sam going to say? So what are some of the new upcoming things that you can tell us about?
Oh boy, let's see. So we're really close to having a new subdivision being built. So not just a home, even though that's important.
Yeah.
Right? But to have a handful of homes started and then built out over the next few years.
Okay.
So we should see, if all goes well, right?
Right.
If they don't jinx us, jinx them. If all goes well, we should see some groundbreaking pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we do have some homes. We have the apartment building going up on Scott Street.
Yep, that's
right?
Modulars are doing that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think that should be ready by summer.
Okay.
But then they're also building another home.
That's fantastic.
Maybe even two.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. So we've got homes coming.
Yeah. We got more homes than that.
Really?
Yes. So all total, not counting that subdivision.
Yeah.
We should have about 6.
Okay.
Habitat is building one on Keystone or Keysler. Forgive me if all us.
We'll fact check and put it in the note.
Yeah, it's right. It's Keystone.
Okay.
And then they're also building one on Bel Air.
Okay.
And then there's a few other homes
going up here and there.
So we haven't had a new home built in quite some time.
I know.
So it's really exciting to be a Rantoul resident.
It is for sure. There's so much going on. So
tell us about more.
Yeah, I want you to tell me all the things.
I'll let you ask the question.
No, it's a conversation. We just let it flow, and I know you're so excited. So what else you got for me?
Yeah. So downtown is really close to being done.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Tanner's closed. So for those final adjustments, right? And that should be done before we get into the summer. So early May into end of May.
Tanner looks a little tore up now.
It sure does. Tore up from the floor.
It does. It looks very tore up right now.
But it'll get there.
But at least we won't have to drive over that patch of gravel thing anymore. So that'll be good. Well, good.
And then one thing about Tanner, once it is done, we'll have another arch.
Oh,
so that's on the corner of Century.
That's over by T&T's. Yeah.
Yep. So we'll have one on that side.
That'll be beautiful.
And I get a lot of compliments.
It is a great arch. If you did it, it's hard.
But I get a lot of compliments about it, especially at night, how it looks all lit up.
When we go to karaoke on Fridays at T&T, shout out Jimmy. Thank you for having Jim there.
Yeah.
It's beautifully lit and it's wonderful. And so that'll be even better to have two.
What else? Fridays.
Yeah. Right? Okay. So when is that? Do you have a start date for that?
So we are starting first Friday in June.
Okay, June and July this year. June and July for Freedom Fridays. Okay. All right. And it's gonna be where?
So talk is those first 4 weeks.
Okay.
So let's say June.
June
will be downtown.
Okay.
And then the last 4 will be a mixture of places. So aquatic center.
Okay.
Like when we did our first day last year at the aquatic center,
it was a big turnout.
There was over 600 folks in the pool.
Yeah.
So we'll do there. We're going to use the sports complex.
Good.
And a couple other places downtown.
Yeah.
So we want to get out and about.
When you're downtown, is the new amphitheater ready to go?
It'll be ready.
Oh.
It'll be ready. So
do you have a lineup for it?
We are
yet?
lining up bands and musicians as we speak. So if you know somebody, get a hold of Phoenix.
Okay. Right. Did you hear that, guys? If you know some musicians who are looking to do some gigs, get a hold of Phoenix at the Village, and I will put her email probably on screen right now as I'm talking.
Sure. Or just contact
or call the Village.
The Village, and we can get that. And so yeah.
Can you tell us anything about 4th of July yet?
We're still working on it.
Okay.
It'll be the traditional parade.
Yeah.
On
the 4th.
It's gonna be
fireworks on the 3rd.
The 4th of July, because this being the country's 250th.
Yeah.
We want to do something really special.
Okay.
So I'm envisioning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just 3 or 4 days of festival type activities.
Oh,
so
that would be great.
I know at one time we were looking for a carnival. We're looking for musicians to continue that music, and we'll probably have food trucks and all that. But the plans have not been solidified yet. Yeah.
He knows I'm bugging him about this because I keep telling him I want on a committee, and he won't.
So I'll tell you what. So Phoenix is heading it.
Okay. So we'll get in touch with Phoenix.
I told her that you are
I'm
ready
chomping at the bit, guys.
Ready to go. It's coming up fast.
It is. It's going to be here before you know it, for sure. But it'll be good. What else can you tell me? You got it. He's got 2 pages of notes.
Oh, that's right. So I'll tell you. So let's stick with downtown. Then we'll move to another section of town. So we have, we open Keno's, not we, but the Village now has Keno's.
Yep.
A great restaurant and coffee
shop. Yep.
Right.
Susie and I frequent there quite a bit.
Do you? I haven't been there lately. I gotta get. I think about it often, but I just haven't gotten there. I'll get there. Again, we have the Don Bab. Open, was the second story. Right.
I'm gonna say it wrong. Go ahead, Susie. Say it out loud.
Second story social.
There you go. Second story social. Yeah.
So that's I've been there a couple times. And it's beautiful. So if you haven't had the opportunity to use that space, for social
and that space is up for rent, and you can use it for events and stuff. And we'll get Dawn's information on here too.
Yeah. Of course, we got the great restaurants downtown with ET's Flavor Fusion in particular, right?
Flavor's so good. We just had it the other day. Yeah.
So that's kind of downtown, right? If we go over to the airport, right now, some people say Rantoul has an airport.
We do.
We do. And it actually works, right? Yeah. We have planes coming in and out, and in fact, Maverick's owner flies his nice jet in every once in a while, and so forth. But we've had a lot of interest around buildings around the airport,
which is wonderful,
which is great. And it's not just, hey, give it to us for $1 or can we borrow it. Like, hey, we want to make some major investments.
Right.
Like Maverick, if you've been out there, Maverick Pipe, which is the second largest PVC pipe manufacturer in the world, has transformed that hangar into a beautiful space.
And expanded.
And
Yeah.
And is continuing to expand. I got to stop there talking about Maverick. But there's some exciting things. We've had other manufacturers, like drone makers, and other types of manufacturing industries have some strong inquiries. So over the next couple months, Rantoul will be seeing some announcements about some great things. Because all those companies coming in just means jobs.
Yeah.
Right? The first thing that I ask when someone asks me, hey, can we build something here? Can I move my company here? Can I expand my company here? It's like, well, how many jobs? Right? Because to me, that's saying that what's in it for us.
Right.
Yeah, we might sell them a piece of property, right? And that money lasts for this amount of time. But when you can give someone a job, that lasts for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, or however, 50, could be 50 if it's a younger. Yeah. That's so important to Rantoul.
To the community, of course. Yeah, it seems like there's always someone who's reaching out at least once or twice a week to me. Do you know of anything? Have you heard of any openings? You know, so I get that. I totally get that.
Yeah.
What else do you want to highlight while you're with me today?
Oh boy, I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Okay, we've talked about Airport. Yep. I'm hoping to have Bob on at some point.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
He's great.
He seems like a cool dude. So he and I've
he
had
has
a little
such
chat.
a vision, right?
Yeah.
So his background, his livelihood is airplanes, right? But he has such a vision, and he's committed to making the airport what it could be.
Right.
Now, I will tell you that part of what I do, some of the cool things I do, is talk to people, potential funders.
Yeah.
Right, because I'm not for raising any more taxes or fees, but I realize that to bring our spaces in our village up to a standard where people are just beating down the door or continue to beat down the door, we're going to have to make some investments.
We do.
So I've had some really good conversations with the USDA,
good
Rural Development, which we do qualify
for some
so
stuff.
it's just a matter of getting in front of them and talking through projects. And
that would be awesome
funding.
too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. You have an event coming up.
I do.
Where we're at, where we are currently sitting.
The
mighty Fringe, a place that is near and dear to both of our hearts, I think. And so, tell us about Friday and what's going on Friday.
Sure. So we started this a year ago, having trivia night, right? Something fun, right? Fun and competitive. It does get pretty competitive sometimes, and we come to the Fringe because the Fringe has great food. It's a nice space for socializing. They have the golf simulators and other simulators, but it's just a nice open space to be able to play a game of trivia, connect with friends, have some bragging rights, maybe win some prizes. So that's why we chose here.
That's good.
And so we started it as it got cold last year because after a few months of a mid Illinois winter, it's tough.
It is.
And you don't get to see the people you normally see, and so we just started that, and we'll continue to do this throughout the course of the year.
That's fantastic. Now, is there still room to sign up, or are you sold out?
We're not sold out.
Okay.
So yes, we have room.
Okay.
I can send you the flyer.
Yep.
So you can just
we'll put the flyer up.
Okay.
It should be up right now.
Okay. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Here, 6 p.m.
There you go. Okay.
And it usually takes a couple hours, but we don't kick anybody out. The Friends don't kick anybody out once we're done.
They keep people around.
And I'm sure there'll be some basketball
games
on,
going
so
on.
we'll be able to just hang out here.
A lot going on, man, for sure.
Yeah.
So you had mentioned off camera that you wanted to tell me about this partnership with the schools, the city schools?
Yes. Thanks for reminding me.
Sure.
Yeah, so the village and the Rantoul City Schools have entered into a partnership to provide after-school programming for all students.
That's awesome.
Right? And we'll start enrolling as it's for next school year, so
okay.
We'll start enrolling probably in August. But to me, it's a great way to show how we're committed to our residents, and not just the adult residents, but the youth.
Yeah,
it's important. And so knowing that after school programming from my work life, after school programming is so important, and it's so hard to do it alone.
Yes,
it was important that we found a way to work with the city schools to make that happen.
That's fantastic. And when will you said
it won't happen until
the next school year? Okay, that's okay. All right, we'll keep an eye out for that, and maybe even have you back. Great minds. You said something too about
youth center.
Youth council.
Youth council. I'm sorry, youth council. So at the beginning of my tenure, I formed what's called the Mayor's Youth Council, Mayor Hall's Youth Council. And what it is a group of high schoolers, about 13 of us, who meet monthly to discuss items that are going to come before the board of trustees.
Nice.
We had a strategic planning session with them prior to having one with the board and village staff. So the point is for them to be able to give me and our administrator, Scott Eisenhower, is there too, but to give me a youth perspective. on
fantastic.
So many topics.
Yeah,
and they are fantastic.
Bringing that insight in was a smart move.
It's so helpful, and like I tell them, I tell every youth I get a chance to that it's not too soon to lead.
Right.
And you don't have to have a title or position. It doesn't have to be your job. We all know what we want and what we think makes Rantoul best, the best city around. So let me hear it, and we'll work toward it.
Yeah, I think that's
so we've
fantastic.
been out and about and doing some community service. They met with the police staff this month, a couple weeks ago, to help them with their strategic plan.
Yeah.
So it's really important that us old folks hear from our young.
He says old, making me feel old.
No, I'm talking about me.
We don't need that now.
Talking about me. Talking about me.
There was a couple other things I wanted to you wanted to hit on. There's a new restaurant on the east side of town. I haven't made it out there yet.
Really?
No, I need to get over there.
Goodness. So when you go, you look up on the wall. You'll see Mayor and Monica Hall.
Oh, because I saw the pictures and we're talking about
we got
fries. So you can go in and you can get fries, and then you get toppings on top of the fries, all different types of stuff. And they have chalkboard walls, so you can write messages on there.
And so forth. And Bubba does a great job.
That's great.
It was we stopped there it was late one evening. We were coming from somewhere, and decided, because my wife loves French fries. If you ever see my wife, talk about going to dinner, it's got to have a place with fries. And that was the perfect place.
That's awesome.
So I'm wishing him the best of success.
I know one of our conversations that we had a while ago, we were talking about the east side of town and how we can start to get some things migrated out that way and figured out that way. So I look forward to seeing what we can do to help boost that side of town. Did you might have mentioned something about roads?
I may have.
Did you want to say anything about roads?
I do, because it's it's funny. I think a day or two after I was elected, I was getting these calls. Hey, let's get these roads.
It's roads.
It wasn't that it wasn't on my mind before, but it's the roads and the east side are probably the two
big
things that I think about the most.
Right.
And so this year we'll have some roads repaired.
Okay.
We're also looking to invest in I forget the name of the machine, but it's a machine. You oftentimes see it on the highway.
Okay.
It's like a trailer being pulled by a big truck, and then there's this big apparatus that sprays the hole out. And
if anybody knows what the name of that machine is, please put it in the comments, and then I will edit the and add it.
Yeah, and I can say
neither one of us know what the name of that thing is.
What it is it's a lot more efficient. And the repairs last a little bit
longer. Okay, and that's what we
because that's been a concern, right? Our guys go out and they patch. A couple days later, maybe not quite a couple days, but short term after, seems like that hole is back there. So this should fix that.
When will you be able to let us know which roads are going to be worked on and how that's going to
some of it is based on the budget. So the budget is actually on the website now for persons to review and make comments. We'll have a public hearing on the 7th at 5:45 p.m. Everyone's welcome. It's a time for the public to share, but we advise that you share your thoughts and concerns before that,
so that the board can look at it.
If we're going to make changes, we have to have it done and approved by May, because our fiscal year ends April 30th. So after the budget is approved, hopefully it's approved, April 14th, we'll know.
We'll have you back on and we can map that out a little bit for everybody. That would be great. So there was one last thing that I know we wanted to talk about today, and that was a new event coming to the airport, right? And it's a one-day event in June. You want to tell us about that?
Sure. So it's the Hot Rod Power Tour.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And so what it is it's folks who have classic cars or cars that are their pride and joy, right? And they come show it.
Yeah.
And so it'll be at the airport, right? And they'll be coming from Joliet the night before. They'll spend the day. The event goes from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. They'll hang out here, so you'll see some nice cars around town and eating at ET's or wherever, right? And then they'll go to the next stop, which is St. Louis. And so we're so privileged. It's an honor to host this because they don't go just anywhere.
No,
right? They've been to the State Farm Center. They've been to Parkland, and so here they're coming to Rantoul. So
and we're gonna hope they like it here and they stick around.
Well, we had a planning meeting today, and they love what they heard so far. And so our goal as the village, right, is to keep them happy.
There you
go.
Yeah.
And they take care of everything. We provide very, very little. It's free to the public.
And then we show up. That's our job. Our job is to show up and support.
We show up, and then they'll be back.
Yeah.
They will. Once the route is determined, we'll let the public know because oftentimes people want to sit out in their lawn chairs, and I hear they always give away to kids that hold up Hot Wheels. A sign that says Hot Wheels. So a lot of them collect Hot Wheels just for this event. So it would be nice to I know I'm going to sit out in my lawn chair and hold up a sign.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely have you back on to talk to us more about that once things get finalized, and the 4th, because you
can have me on anytime. There's so much that's going on.
I know
that we can't get it all in one setting.
No,
so
but
I'm always happy to talk.
We'll be happy to have you on the next time you're available. I appreciate you, Sam. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have 2 very special guests with me today that might be 2 of my favorite people. Travis is not going to let me get through this without cracking up. So Travis Lessner and Jeff McCoskey, 2 of the owners of the Fringe Mini Golf. I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about them. Kind of do it all the time, but welcome, guys. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it, even if your wives kind of forced you into it. But
they're the boss.
They kind of are.
They're the boss.
So we wanted to come out here today and showcase the Fringe and be out here on location. First of all, because this place is near and dear to my heart. You guys know that. And I just wanted you guys to have an opportunity to tell some of the people who maybe don't live here all the time that tune in your story, why you guys decided to open up the Fringe, and a little bit about the place.
Well, way back when, in high school, we always talked about doing a miniature golf course.
Yeah.
Travis, we played miniature golf down in Champaign all the time, the one on Prospect. And we always said it'd be fun to do our own. And we kept throwing around the idea over the years. And then when Rantoul announced they were going to build a sports complex, it was actually at Josie's birthday party in our living room. Travis on the couch and said, we might actually have that opportunity to do this. So we talked about it there. We got the okay from the wives, and then we just kind of moved forward with it.
Yeah. And it's grown into a decent sized business. I mean, you guys have always got something going on, and it's a full family. I mean, your family's out here all the time. Which I think is a great thing for Rantoul to see a family business get started up and grow. We haven't had a start up in a really long time, so that's good. So what are your favorite parts of the business and what it's grown into?
There's just a lot that goes on. We've pivoted a lot of times to accommodate to different crowds, different groups of people, to give them something fun, interesting to do. It's family oriented. Obviously, the mini golf is the priority, but with the golf simulators, we have sim leagues, we have different scrambles that we put on, different things that happen out here in the dining room as well. The girls have put together bingo, whether it was music bingo. There's other types of bingo that everybody enjoys. I just know how to spell bingo. That's about it.
Atomic bingo on Wednesdays.
Atomic bingo. There we go on Wednesdays. So
music bingo once a month with Maggie.
Yeah.
And then you got trivia. Trivia's
trivia
coming up
this Friday.
With
this
Sam.
Friday, yes.
Yeah. So that's good.
Poker League. Poker League. That's a lot of fun. It's a free opportunity to play cards. You have the opportunity also, if you advance, get enough points throughout the month to win cash at the main events. We actually got to host a main event one time over the winter as well, which was a lot of fun. But with that being said, we just try and find different ways for people to have a reason to come out, and whether it's mini golf, sim golf, bingo, poker league, pizza deals on Fridays, which those are going to probably be coming to an end shortly when the complex really gets going, but we'll likely be looking at a different day or some other different type of pizza deal.
Yeah.
But,
people love the pizza out here.
Mm-hmm. Jeff, you can talk about the pizzas.
Yeah.
I'll cut part of myself out, but
No,
yeah.
you're good.
And then tell us about a little bit more about the menu as we're talking about pizza. You guys have kind of curated an interesting menu out here with things that kind of come and go and or change over time, and the new stuff is added, and with the drink specials every week. So what do you want to tell us about that a little bit? Tell the people.
We've done, we kind of started with the basic menu, and all of our stuff is a little different than what you find in other bars. We kind of put a twist on things a little bit, but like Travis said, we've pivoted with some things. We have the 16 and the 24-ounce pretzels, but now we do a pizza pretzel and a jalapeno cheese pretzel. So we've tried to do a twist on some of the things we offer. We've done some things with fries, loaded fries and topped with different stuff. So just trying to change things up and keep things new and continuously add new stuff, fresh stuff, just to keep, like I said, different people coming out, or the same people, the loyal customers that we have coming out, and give them something different to try.
Now, are you guys going to be, we just talked about the complex, it's starting to gear up again, things are starting to get busy again. Does that mean you're going to switch to summer hours soon, or?
We obviously will talk about changing hours as it gets warmer. Mondays are still going to be a closed recoup day. Yes, we all need that opportunity after the weekends. But in terms of opening up earlier or staying open a little bit later during summertime, we'll definitely make sure we put that on social media.
Follow them on Facebook. They're really good about updates on Facebook.
Yeah. We do have some other things coming up. Obviously, we're looking forward to being able to host the Friday night
Freedom Friday.
Freedom Friday.
I got it.
So we get the opportunity to host one of those, and we're looking forward to that. As well as in the works, we're possibly looking at adding some new pizzas, but we want to get input from people, so we're planning on maybe a taste test night in the near future. It was going to be this Thursday, but with Illinois going to beat Houston, we have to focus on that.
Well, that was another thing we didn't talk about, is that you guys have been doing a good job of like, hey, the game's on, come out and play and watch the game out here with us. And you guys have been doing wing specials for that, different things for that. So that's kind of a fun thing to do out here. I know that's one of the things that myself and my friends like to do, is come out and watch games. So that's been fun too.
Absolutely.
Travis.
Yep.
Travis, I have a very important question for you.
Okay.
When is spring league going to start, Travis?
Well, we're going to cancel all mini golf leagues. I'm just kidding.
He's breaking my heart. He knows what
No, we know with the weather in the spring that we wanted to avoid cold weather.
Yeah.
So we're pushing it back. Not going to have 3 seasons.
Right.
We're going to have 2 seasons. We're going to have one that starts probably mid-ish May and go through maybe just after 4th of July, and then have another one that starts, somewhere around 4th of July and work its way through, not quite Halloween. So that way we make sure that we have we don't get into that cold weather and everybody enjoys it. So
we don't need any more rain.
2 seasons of mini golf league this year. Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Who's your partner?
Janie.
All right.
Janie's going to be my partner this year. Dane's going to be a sub for this season. So, now we'll have to figure all that out, but it'll be okay. There's only one team Janie and I want to be. So.
Yeah. I think I'm going to get Scotty Scheffler this year for my partner.
New rule this year. You have to have 2 hands on the club.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Nope. Can't do it. I'm out. We're done.
Oh, she said she's out. She said she's out.
We don't mean that. So, but if you, for those of you who don't know, I've gotten to take part in league since it started, and I may have been one of the first people to play out here, I think, if I remember correctly.
So. Yeah.
And it's just that's my break from my brain time when I get to come out and play. If you haven't been out to play yet, I highly recommend it. If you're not a mini golfer, come check the Sims out, or at least check out the food. It's definitely a great place to be. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim.
Couple more things before we sign off. Don't forget that the spring event for the Community Service Center is coming up, and there's still tickets available. I'll make sure to put that up on the screen. Stop by and see Cody Cundiff when he's out with Cundiff Meatworks. He's been going out on Fridays out here by the old gas station, out by Walmart, setting up there. He's got some really good meats for you. And we've got Reed. He's new to town, so Reed, don't be mad at me for hopefully not mispronouncing your name, Reed Schott. He's doing a game night up at the train station, which is now the Legacy Center for the Carter Foundation. So Wednesdays from 6 to 10, you can join Reed, and they do card games and stuff, which we'll also have displayed here on the screen for you. So make sure that you follow all of our participants on Facebook so that you know what their current events are, and send us anything that you guys have. A big shout out to the Chamber and all the support and the help that they give us to make these episodes work. Susie has been a wonderful help. I keep trying to get her to come on, guys. We might need to beg a little bit. She would be a fantastic co-host for me, but right now she's sticking behind the camera. So maybe if we, try, we'll get her on in the next episode or so. But we're super excited to have the Chamber support. If you're not a Chamber member and you're a business here in town, please look into getting involved with the Chamber. It's a great place to make those business connections. And yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you next time. We have another great episode scheduled. Bye.